Okay, there's a couple of things. I mean, there's loads of stuff in there. There's a couple of things you mentioned I want to pull on, and one is the waiting list, and one is the audience. So, we're not Ryan Reynolds, we're not Kim Kardashian, we haven't got millions and millions. What David Beckham? We haven't got millions of followers. How do we? How does a normal Joe on the street build an audience to then find a product?
Well, mate, you did one post that got 40,000 views on LinkedIn, so you must know something about this. I think you do a "I hate Daniel Priestley" post, and that gets you halfway across the threshold. Look, I've got to give you the honest answers here, right? So I wish there was a sexy answer, but there's not. It's really gritty. The truth about entrepreneurship is a lot of it is sexy from a distance, but up close, it's pretty rough going. Every time I've ever launched a new product or service, I do stuff like send 3,000 direct messages to people. Every single one of the social media platforms allows you to search people based on their interests and based on hashtags and people that they follow already. I use those as cues for who might be interested in my product or service. And I will send people what's called a cold direct message, where I just simply say, for example, I might say, hi, Phil. Over the last 5 years, we've been successfully running campaigns called scorecard marketing campaigns. We've really perfected it. We've generated over 90,000 leads using this method. If you're interested in finding out what we've learned, I'm going to be running a small introduction event for 45 minutes on Zoom. It's free to attend, and I can share with you what we learned from 5 years worth of marketing campaigns and 90,000 leads that we generated. Here's the link if you want to join the Zoom call. So I might send out 3,000 of those invites, right? Disgusting, right? Horrible. But the truth is that you either throw money at the problem or time and creativity at the problem. In the early days of business, throwing money at the problem is counterproductive, because money, when you try and run ads, for example, it only really throws fuel on a fire if a fire is burning. It's not very good at figuring out what works. It's good at amplifying what works. So in the early days, I want to do the slow process of coming up with multiple different ways of describing what I do and then seeing what sticks. So I might come up with 10 different ways of introducing that idea to people. And I might send out batches of 150 cold DMs to people and say, are you interested in this? Now, what's your alternative? Your alternative is content. You could create a lot of content every week. That's great if it gets traction. But if you don't have an audience already, if you don't have followers already, it's going to be slow going. So I'm I have this saying, which is kick the door off the hinges. Kick the door off the hinges means stop looking for the easy way. Stop looking for the handle. The door to success doesn't have a handle. You just have to ram your shoulder against it. So I'm a big believer that the early days of business, you have to kick the door down.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with that. It's sending DMs is the digital version of cold door knocking.
Cold calling.
It's cold. I mean, my second ever job was selling ad space on the phone. And we had to make 60 phone calls a day.
Yeah, the beauty of today with cold DMs is you can send 300 cold DMs in a day. It's easier than doing 60 calls.
Oh yeah.
So people just don't want to do the stuff that's not sexy.
Yeah.
Essentially there's direct power and indirect power. Direct power is where you directly go after something and make it happen. Indirect is like you do nice, pretty things that attract the right people and all of that stuff. Indirect power comes later. But businesses start through direct power.
Yeah.
You have to take the path of least resistance that makes you feel stupid and rejected and disgusting for sending a stranger a message, but ultimately that's what gets a business going in the early days.